It's really interesting how when people really want to know each other, they will find a way. Yeah? They will find a way. I've seen this happen before. My dad comes from the generation of Lakota people. It's probably the last generation that their first language was Lakota. And that's the only language they spoke until they went to school. Then they had no choice. They had to learn English. And when he talks English, he talks like a little kid because he never finished school because he had to work. That's how it was in those days. And so when you hear people from his generation talking English, it sounds kind of funny because it sounds like they're old kids or something. But their Lakota is really good. Of course, it's their first language. One time, I was about 15 years old, and that one summer, there was an organization in town that was building a community center for the Indian neighborhood and focusing on Indian kids. So every few weeks there would be a different volunteer group coming in from some place, yeah, some place in this world. And one session, they were from Germany. They were from different parts of the country. They learned about this community center and they wanted to help Indian people. So they came to our reservation, and the organizer of this building, he went around the Indian neighborhood asking people if the workers could use their bathrooms, if two workers could come use their bathroom in the evening time to take a shower, because they didn't have shower facilities yet in this building. And the families willingly took them. So sometime during the evening time, two German guys came to our house to use our bathroom, and they were really nice. They kept it clean. They came, took showers, and then they cleaned the bathroom for us. They were very nice about that. They didn't just leave it a mess. It was good. And these two guys that came, one of them, he spoke English really good. Both of them were very friendly, but one of the two was really quiet. And he took a shower first. And the friendly guy was talking with my mom. And he said, yeah, this guy, he's really quiet. He said, he comes from a part of Germany where we don't even understand what he's saying. He said, so I'm thinking he must be from the north. Now that I live here, I kind of think he's from the north. But they said they couldn't even understand him. And they didn't even know what he was saying a lot of the time. And because nobody understood him, he felt alone. Yeah, he was kind of a quiet person, very quiet, and he didn't participate with the group. He was just very, very strange. So my dad was listening, and so that quiet guy, he was in the shower first. So when he got done, he came and my dad said, come sit in the living room, he said. So the guy came and sat down, and the other guy took a shower. So my dad started talking to this guy, just asking him questions. And like I said, my dad's English is really, really simple. Sometimes it comes out funny. Like for example, there were two little kids outside the house one time. This is another time. The two little kids were really arguing with each other. So my dad went out there. Hey, you guys, don't be arguing. Arguing. He meant arguing. Yeah. Stop arguing, he meant to say. Don't be arguing. That's what I mean. Their English is very, very simple because they didn't really learn it good. Yeah. But they're valuable because they're the last generation to speak Lakota the best. My dad's generation was the last of the excellent speakers because there was a lot of them. So my dad asked this German guy, come in, sit down. He said, you want a coffee? So the guy said, okay. So my dad got him a cup of coffee, and then my dad said, do you smoke? And the guy said, yeah. So my dad offered him a cigarette. And so my dad was just asking him, well, so where are you from? And the guy started to talk with my dad, and I think he could feel the friendliness from my dad. So he started to loosen up. And it was so funny hearing these two talk because they both spoke really bad English. It's so funny. Yeah. They both had the same level of English speaking skills, and they're just barely talking, but they're talking. Yeah, nobody is there saying, "Oh, no, that's not how you say it. You say it this way." Nobody's trying to correct them because that would just make it worse. Yeah. So with the limited English language skills they have, over a 3-week period of time, they became good friends. Yeah. And the other German guy said, I don't know what's going on with this guy, but geez, all of a sudden he's really talking a lot, he said. And he's always in a good mood. So he said that to us. He said, I think it has to do with my dad is really opening this guy up. So my mom said, well, at least my dad can do one good thing, my mom said. So it was so interesting to see this, yeah, that their English was just horrible, but they became friends, yeah. And like I said, there was no grammar police standing there saying, no, it's not arguing, it's arguing. No, it's not you is, it's you are. Nobody was standing there trying to correct their English. Instead, these two, they found a way. And even though it was not good English, they still became really good friends. I really think that was beautiful to witness that. So don't you ever tell me the white man's language is a bad language. Don't you ever tell me that. Language is language. It's not good or bad. It's the person who's speaking it. Because I've been lied to by people who speak Lakota. I have been lied to by people who Lakota was their first language. I have been deceived. I have been cheated on by people who spoke Lakota language. So you don't tell me that English is a bad language, because it's not. It's the person who's speaking the language. See, here you had a white German and a Lakota man, and they both had very limited English skills. But with what they had, they became best friends. And when it was time for these Germans to go back to Germany, my dad told this German guy, he said, yeah, it was really, really good to know you, he said. And I hope you have a safe trip back to your country. And he said, in our language, he said, there's no goodbye. Because in Lakota, life is a circle. There's no goodbye, he said. It's always about new beginnings, he said. So I wish you a new beginning in your homeland. And he said, on friendship, always here. And he pointed to his heart. We'll always be friends. In Lakota, we say, Doksha ake. We don't say goodbye, because there's no goodbye. There's no such thing as goodbye. But we say, until next time. And this German guy started to, tears were welling up, you could see. So my dad said, let's go outside and have a coffee. So they went outside, started talking some more, and then that was that. I always wish I could find this guy. Yeah, I don't know his name. I really don't know his name. I was 15 years old. Yeah. So I was more into playing guitar and girls. But what I observed was that watching these two develop a best friendship with very limited English skills. Yeah? The German guy could speak excellent German from his dialect. And my dad, perfect Lakota language speaker. But both of them had really low English skills. And this is not a bad thing, okay? But even through that, they managed to become best friends because they wanted to be friends. Yeah? So it shows you that we are designed to communicate with each other. Language is very important because it helps us to bind ourselves to each other. We're not designed to be alone. We're designed to be with somebody, whether that's romantic or friendship. Both are good. Both are important. Yeah? So, language, it's not good or bad. It's necessary. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't say water and air are bad for us. You can't say that, or you can't say they're necessarily good. We need water and we need air to live. It's just, we need it. We don't apply labels of good and bad. But instead, no, we say we need it to live. We need water and air to live. And we need language to live with each other, to love each other, to learn from each other, to teach one another, to help one another, to ask for help from one another, to support one another. We need language. That means we are not created to be alone. Like I said, it goes to show you, when people really, really want to be in a certain situation, they will find a way to communicate with each other. It doesn't matter if their language skills are low. That's not important. What's important is that they make that attempt to connect with each other. Time to listen to this video. I really, really appreciate it. And if you would like to send a special thanks in support of this channel, look at the bottom of this video where the title is, and right under that, where it says like, dislike, and share, right in that area, slide it towards the left, and you will see the symbols change, and then you will see a heart-shaped button that says thanks on it. If you would like to click on there to send your thanks of support, I would really appreciate it, as I really do enjoy making these videos and speaking with you and spending some time with you. So again, thank you very much for listening. To learn more about Lakota spirituality, I have written a book called Wichocha Otechike,
This book also includes Lakota star knowledge information. All the videos that I make, which are about Lakota spirituality, Lakota star knowledge, and cultural information, are based on this book. This book costs 99 American dollars. This price includes the shipping cost. And to learn more about Lakota language, I have written a Lakota language book called Chante Etanha Owoglake, Speaking from the Heart. And all my Lakota language videos are based on this book. This book costs 119 American dollars. This price includes the shipping cost. I also teach online, and I give spiritual consultations as well. If you are interested in any of my services and products, you can send payment via PayPal to my email address, which is hehaka7@yahoo.com. That's HEHAKA, the number 7@yahoo.com. When you send your payment, please include your shipping address and your email address. Ho, lila pilamayelo. Thank you very much. In the Lakota way, everything is circular. As a result, we do not have a word for goodbye in the Lakota language. And so instead we say until next time, which in Lakota is Doksha Ake. And I will catch you in the next video.